I wanna be with you 描いたあの日の未来
Welcome everybody to this top 10 borderline hentai anime. What does that even mean? Well, my name is Misty /Chronexia, and I got 40 seconds to try and explain what I mean. In Japan, to play on TV, anime have to go by certain restrictions. However, there's a category of anime that never airs on TV. They're called OVA, Original Video Animation. Go straight to the shelves, and these guys can get away with a lot more. So yeah, this is a list of OVA exclusive anime. If the franchise got a TV adaptation at some point, it's not lewd enough. Today I've decided to dig into the ultimate ecchi anime. It's legitimately the final step before going into the hentai category. It's straight up softcore on all fronts. So of course, since this is YouTube and I gotta keep the thing PG-13, I'll have tamer scenes, but if you want to dive deeper into these, that's all on you, my friend. But before we start this list, I want to thank Bookwalker for sponsoring this video. Right now, they're having a special event called the Ecchi Summer Fair. Get some of your favorite ecchi manga dirt cheap. Also, if you use the coupon code MISTY, you get $5 off of your purchase. So if you're a smart shopper, you legit can get some mangas for free. Like Domestic Girlfriend, a story about a guy who sleeps with a girl who turns out to be her non-blood related stepsister. Classic legal incest, am I right? Or Yuna and the Haunted Hot Spring, which is getting an anime this summer. Lots to choose from, just browse through everything and you might even win a Kill la Kill original bookshelf skin. Sincerely, just browse their site, and if you got something that hooked you up, don't forget to use my coupon code MISTY to save up $5. It's a lot of money. Links in the description. But now let's do what you guys came to see.
Hi, sensei.
Number 10, Lingerie Senshi Papillon Rose. So, Lingerie Senshi Papillon Rose is the perfect example that these are purely not good anime. If you ever have the misfortune of finding this anime, because trust me, I had to dig tremendously just to get the footage and it's subbed in Spanish. But if you do find it, it's a parody of a magical genre. More precisely, Sailor Moon. A very slutty parody of Sailor Moon. You got every element, a talking cat, a masked man, bad guys to defeat, and magical transformations. The anime begins with Tsubomi, your average pink-haired girl who works in a bar/strip club. It's not really clear. She blackmails her boss so he doesn't fire her. To be fair, the anime does have a sequel, which aired on TV, but Lingerie Senshi came out a year prior, straight on an OVA, which meets my requirement for this list. I don't really recommend you try it out though. It's garbage!
せめてお名前だけでも
七子こそが美しいが、あえて名を名乗るのであればダンディライオンとでも申し上げて。
ねえねえ、ナナどうだった？最後の分かった？グラフを書くやつ？そう、それ！あれ、X と A の事情の大小で倍分けするのよね。
Number 9, Nanato Kaoru. Just like Lingerie Senshi, Nanato Kaoru is not an anime I recommend. It's a terrible port of a manga that is really good. Here's the premise. Kaoru, a slimy frog-looking dude, is into S&M fetishes. He'd like to tango with his childhood friend Nana, who's a perfect and pure girl. One day, Nana ends up finding one of Kaoru's leather one piece and she locks herself in it without the key because she's clearly smart. So a weird dumb sub relationship begins between them. The anime thoroughly missed the subtlety of the manga, how you follow Nana and her descent into madness as an escape of the expectation people have of her. While still being within the lewd theme, the whole manga is incredibly tasteful. The anime, well, it turned into a borderline hentai. Highly recommend the manga. The anime doesn't deserve your time though.
それで？何かあるんでしょ？内緒。内緒って何よ、なの？そうなんですか。先輩ですよね。綺麗ですね。ちょっと触ってもいい？
Number 8, Setai Jump Mahou-shoujo. Now here's another entry that a lot of people gave a bad rep, but that I'm willing to be more lenient on. First of all, anime is only 6 minutes long. I'm not sure if you ever tried to tell a story in 6 minutes, but you can't really cover a lot of stuff. Setai Jump Mahou Shoujo is a one-shot story about 4 magical girls that seems to be Valkyries. I don't know, it wasn't really clear. A giant monster comes out of the sky, tentacles and all, and they fend it off, while handicapping themselves with the class-generic male character who's there for no reason whatsoever. Well, as I'm writing these lines in retrospect, it was pretty shit, but the execution itself was decent, and it's not a 6 minutes I felt like I wasted, so I don't know, it's a good time killer.
浅井のやつ、こんな遅くまで何やっているのかしら。エリカさん、最近浅井さんに入れ込んでますもんね。さあ、春樹さん。次はおしゃれなカフェで優雅なひとときを過ごすのです。
それはいいけど、アイリー。
Number 7, Kagaku na Yatsura. Farewell monetization for this video. Kagaku na Yatsura is advanced ecchi. It's advanced softcore. Imagine the most intense scene of high school DxD, multiply it by 10, and then watch Kagaku na Yatsura, and then go, well, shit, I wasn't ready for this. Once again, we have a 1-episode draft about 2 girls trying to gain the affection of a single guy so they would join their school club. But then the sister of one of the girls decides to make it her problem too. And look, it's weird. If you just want blind fan service with bland characters and a blunt lack of anything else, I'm not gonna stop you, but I don't know, just keep going through this list, you'll probably find something else worth more of your time.
それはねえよ、アイリー。
いえ、このクゼアイリの変装は完璧。はあ、弓道ツッコミとは卑怯ですよ。はい。
ですから、特待生として入学されるあなた、鏡結城さんはこの柿野坂綾菜先生のミスで。
Number 6, Asamare Jojo Chu. Alright, this is one of the weirder ones in case you haven't tipped off yet. Asamare Jojo Chu is a story about Yuki, a boy who managed to enter his dream school but is mistakenly put in the girls' dorm. Forbidden to boys. So instead of suing the school board, he ends up having to go along with it and cross-dress into a girl, behaving under the watchful eye of his teacher, an extremely ditzy pink-haired girl with very disturbing breast physics. Otherwise, if he gets found out, he faces expulsions from his dream school. This is the best premise I've ever read. The anime is again a single OVA. I mean, I can't really see how this story could go on for more than 1 episode. If anything, the comedy was in a so bad it's good category, but beyond that, there's nothing to dig out of it.
まさか、いきなり慣れない環境にストレスのせいで。しっかりしてよ。ソラ兄ってめちゃくちゃ鈍いんだから。カナがソラ兄をリードしてあげるくらいじゃないと。私が？カナならできるよ。
Number 5, Akka Sora. Ah, we meet again, Akka Sora. Maybe you've heard me mention this anime several years back. If you haven't, let me introduce you. You the viewer, this is a depraved anime about incest with extremely rapey vibe. Depraved anime about incest with extremely rapey vibes? This is you the viewer. The story is about Sora, a teenager who starts to develop feelings for his older sister, who gets a kick out of the statutory power play. Meanwhile, Sora's twin sister Nami finds herself jealous of the older sister. Everyone ends up hooking up with Sora in the most softcore possible way, and trust me, out of anything in this list, this is one of the most borderline hentai anime out there. But if you've made it so far in this list, this is where you can find some of these sort of salvation, because the next entries are actually pretty good despite their labeling.
男性に付き合ってほしいと言われて、私が困り果てている時にナミが現れた。あの時は正直怖い人だと思いました。ごめんなさい。私がもっと早く起きるべきなのね。
Number 4, Futari Aichi. Futari Aichi is actually a very interesting anime. Don't get me wrong, it's just as softcore and borderline hentai as the rest, but at least this one is constructed around a story. The plot follows Makoto and Yura. Yura is a 25-year-old virgin girl who's shy and naive, the dream girl. Makoto, her husband, is also a virgin, but although he is faithful, his mind often drifts towards other women. Together, they try their best to get physical, but Makoto has a lot of stamina problem. They seek out advices from fellow friends, acquaintances, and straight up porn. The anime is slightly older, from 2002 to 2004. Not that it's a detriment, but just for a heads up, I really recommend this one. It's pretty good.
ちょうど時間が潰せたわ。さあ、私もこれから彼氏その4とデートなのよね。じゃ、ごちそうさま。
この春からデザインの専門学校に通うため都会へ出てきた。別にデザインの勉強がしたかったわけじゃない。
Number 3, Nozoki Anna. Another surprisingly pleasing anime I found out on Hentai Heaven, which is pretty interesting considering my anime list only labels it as a comedy drama ecchi, so I don't really know who's right, but in either cases it's as borderline as it gets. Just like Nana to Kaoru, the anime is based on a tremendously good manga that I recommend you pick up if the premise appeals to you. The story is about Kido, who moves into a new apartment and notices a crack in the wall. When he looks through said crack, he notices his neighbor touching herself. As he goes over to apologize and inform her about the crack, he trips and falls over her. She takes a picture and blackmails him into a weird voyeurism fetish. The anime is a bit kinky, but like I said for Nanata Kaoru, the manga offers a ton more flavor to the story. Depends how much you want to invest in this.
やっちまった。くそ。絶対に覗きはしないって決めてたのに。
ゆい、こちら5番テーブルに。
ゆいちゃんもすっかり店に馴染んだね。
はい。この怪しい制服以外は。
Number 2, Kohada Biore. Kohada Biore is charming? That's the word I would use in comparison to the rest of this list. The anime is 3 episodes long, but it's a story about a company that makes robots for owners to buy. Yui is a maid robot whose purpose is to clean, cook, serve, and care. But when she's bought by Takaya, she soon finds out he has other plans in mind for her. Despite still being lewd, the anime has a really cute comedy side to it that often splashes into parody. Not the finest anime ever made, but still quite enjoyable for someone who has exhausted all the good anime to watch. Just make sure you tackle all 3 episodes if you start it. Characters are likable, but I'll admit the whole maid robot trope has been done over and over again, so that might be a deal breaker? I don't know. It was alright.
高谷の激しい男のソロ活動全部見ていたよ。
And finally, number 1, Koe de Oshigoto. I didn't want to leave you out with an absolute whiteout list. In case nothing sincerely appealed to you, this is redemption for all. Koe de Oshigoto is a heavily sexually themed anime about a girl who wishes to help out her sister, but soon realizes she works in the adult industry of game making, and her sister needs a voice actress. Unfortunately, Kana, her main girl character, is extremely shy and reserved, so saying words you'd find in eroge is quite far out of her everyday line of thought. This anime plays really well within the reality of that job and the awkwardness one must go through to get said job. Maybe it's cause I'm immature AF, but when I first saw this anime, I laughed so much I cried. Please try this one out if anything at all.
なんかエロいね。なあなあ、今の何？なんでもない。気にしないで。
And there you go, now you can go take a shower to wash off all of the dirt I unloaded on you. But if you're a real trooper and you want some more, let me kindly remind you about Bookwalker's Ecchi Summer Fair. If you use the coupon code Misty, you can get $5 off of your purchase upon getting any of those saucy manga until June 29th. From Grand Blue Dreaming to Mayochiki to Love and Hell, seriously, their list is exhaustive. Just browse through their selection with the link in the description and you'll definitely find something that matches your tastes. Again, don't forget to use the coupon code MISTY for $5 off of any purchases. That's it, thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys next time.
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.